I've never heard it pop like that. Damn. Well, that's a great way to start the video, boys. Welcome back. I have the camera zoomed in again. Oh no. Boys, welcome back to the channel. And if you just, I can't, I'm all over the place now. Welcome back to the channel, guys. You just heard beep. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We had a little bit of a blooper for our start of today's vlog. You gotta love that. But the car just popped. Very loud for no tune. I don't think we've heard that on this channel before with this car. Very cool, although you're gonna be hearing it a lot more in about a month and a half. So today's video is essentially just my 20,000 mile review. I've owned it for now, well, technically 21,000 miles I've had it for. It's currently got 48,000 on it right now, but that's what today's video is pretty much about. But I kind of want to go over a couple things because my post schedule has been absolutely all over the place, but it's for good reasoning. So we have a lot of cool content coming in January. So unfortunately, we're gonna just be making some videos like this, and just I have a couple of things that we can do in December. So now that we're heading into the holiday season, we are not going to be doing Vlogmas this year, I do not think, just because there's a lot going on in other areas that I just don't have time to pick up the camera every day. That's why I'm emphasizing January. January is the month of this car. January, we have a lot of things potentially going on. There's a few things guaranteed, a few things that I'm hoping to make happen. So just stay tuned, no matter what. January, February is gonna be action-packed, a lot of fun. So we have a lot of things going on in life, a lot of things happening. I'm just happy to be back on the camera. I haven't actually really been on the camera since when I drove the BMW. That was 3 weeks ago, and that was such a fun experience. You guys clearly enjoyed that video. If you haven't already, make sure to go check out the videos. The last video posted on the channel besides the short of Disney. I also went to Disney. Didn't want to post the vlog. I just wanted to post a little bit of a snippet of what we did in Disney. I didn't really pick up the camera too much. We were just too in the moment. It's been 14 years since I've been to Disney. It was amazing. So much fun. We're back home now. It's chilly. It's not 80 degrees anymore. It's 50. The last couple days it's been 30, so that's been terrible. But the first stop we have to do today is we have to go to the post office. I have to drop off a box, a sweatshirt sold online. It took like a year and a half to sell, and it just randomly sold. So that we're dropping off today. And then we are gonna get the car washed, and then we're gonna talk about the 20K mile review. All right, so we have it on high pressure soap. Get this bread, boys. Oh boy, there we go. There it goes. There we go. Dirty wheels, gonna be clean. Alright, goal now is to just do this quickly around the car. This is while it's all soapy. I did not rinse it, I just soaped it. So we're just gonna go around the car and kind of just make sure all the dirt is out of it. This is what you have to do in the winter, boys. You can't wash the car at home because it's too cold, so you gotta wash it here. And just like that, she's perfectly clean, boys. Look at that. Wheels are clean, front end's clean. Best I could do at a car wash. It actually looks pretty nice. She looks good. She hasn't been washed in a month, but she's back on the road now. That's finally finished. Finally got to do the review in the car. And there's some ups and downs with this car, but for the most part, I love the hell out of it. And I think 20,000 miles in, I love it. And I can't wait to build it. I can't wait to keep going on it. I definitely think that, you know, potentially a 6-cylinder might be better, but yet again, I don't know. I haven't tuned this thing yet. I haven't done all the modifications I wanted to do to it yet. Once I do all those mods, then I can really do like a full-on, like, should you buy a 4-cylinder? Should you buy a 6-cylinder? You know what I mean? That's when I'll do like that full review on, should you spend a little bit more money on a 6-cylinder, or should you save your money and buy a 4-cylinder? Honestly, this 4-cylinder is about the same price as if I were to buy a 435 or a 235. This one was about 28K. 435s for around this many miles on it right now is about 24, 25 grand. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can relate it to, but I think the 4-cylinder is quick, peppy, They're very, very fast. They're very, very smooth motors, by the way. And with the stock turbo, I'm sure we can make a lot of power out of this thing. We can build it, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be putting a bigger turbo on it. So if we do that, then it's even better. So it's kind of like one of those things that you take a look at and you're like, what do you like better? I just got rid of my V6. I had a naturally aspirated V6, no turbo, no nothing, and I drove that thing for 100,000 miles and I loved it. This car has been a wild ride. And I would say the pros of this car are it's not very expensive. The interior is absolutely stunning. And the motor is amazing. The intake sounds amazing. You got the exhaust on it, it sounds amazing. The car looks sexy. It's got so many parts to it that you could buy. No issues at all to the motor in the 20,000 miles that I've driven it. I don't think the only problem we had in this car was the broken fog light when we were putting the front lip on. That was the only problem. Other than that, there was absolutely nothing wrong with this car at all. No engine lights, no weird codes, no nothing. Everything is crystal clear. It's been such a smooth ride. The downs, a little bit of the downs. I have this rattle that's coming from behind here. I think it's when it's only when it's cold, and I think it's the windshield rattling up against the plastic or the plastic rattling up against the windshield. Not sure exactly what it is, but it's super, super annoying. It only happens when it's loud. So I do is I put the defrosters on and it basically warms that section up so it doesn't vibrate. Very, very annoying, very irritating. Also, there's an area under here where there's like a little slip. You're gonna hear, I can't show you, but you'll hear it. That is like a little like piece that goes in between the cup holder in the center console. And that also vibrates. Very annoying while you're driving. It does not stop vibrating. That one vibrates almost at all times. It's so annoying. Very weird, very irritating. Everything is still in working condition. Nothing is blowing out. Nothing is going wrong. 20,000 miles so far. Really good. And my goal is about 120,000 miles. I'm either going to get another car on top of this one, or I'm going to get rid of this car and replace it. Really all depends what the financial situation looks like come that time. But my goal is 120. As you saw with the Passat, I don't want to put another 180, 200,000 on the car and it just go completely to shreds like what happened in the Passat. So my goal is to not do that. That's probably the future goals. We'll see what happens with that. But for now, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I want to keep building it. I had a little bit of a moment where I wanted to sell it and get a Beamer right now, and I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I might pull the trigger at some point. Maybe that's the secondary car I get if I keep this one once it hits 120K. Maybe it's the car that replaces this one, but I'm also looking at M2s and M4s, so I don't know yet. There's a lot that I'm kind of taking a look at and what I want to do, but for now I really do want to build this car. I really do enjoy it. It's been my dream car since I was 16. This guy's got a nice Z4 right there, and it sounds really mean. I kind of thought it sounded like a little golf cart, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, I am rocking and rolling with this thing. I enjoy it. I love it. I want to keep going on the build with it. And I think, honestly, like I said, if you're looking, well, here we go. It's got a nice sound to it. Whoa. There it goes. That thing sounds so classic. I think it's a Z4M. I'm not sure. It's very, very old. But it might even be a Z3. I'm not sure. I thought it said Z4, but I'm not sure. But boys, we're rocking and rolling with this thing for now. I love this thing. Honestly, if you're looking for a car on the market, the GTI is reliable. I think it's a great car to get. It's not super expensive, but if you don't want that 4-cylinder, save your money. Buy yourself a 435i or a M235i. Probably the best bang for your buck. But with BMWs, sometimes comes problems, so watch out for that. You know, definitely make sure to kind of scope out your options and what you want, but like I always say, a GTI is a perfect little car to get, especially for a starter build. You want to get a car and you want to build it. It's like the perfect car to build because parts are easy to find, they're easy to install, they're not extremely expensive. There are a few things that are expensive, but for the most part, it's a budget build. It's so fun, it's so clean. I cannot wait to continue to show you guys this build. Literally in the next month, we're just going to completely restart what we did in this past year and just start adding power to it, adding more mods to it, having a lot of fun. So excited to get back to it. It's been a little while since I haven't really done many mods in the last couple months. But before we go, since we're in here, we're gonna do a little bit of the a little bit of pops. It goes on. Isn't that just the most annoying thing you've ever heard? It's like so annoying. Every time I hit the gas, it just doesn't stop, right? I mean, at least I get to hear the exhaust and the intake with it. But it's like, seriously, shut up. Thing does not want to stop, and I don't know what else to do besides put the piece of foam in front of it. So that might be something that we do. I'm gonna hope that it works. My luck is I hear from the middle. My luck is I put a piece of foam right in the middle, and then it'll just start happening like in the corner by the passenger side. And then if I put a foam there, it'll start happening in the driver's side. I'm like, I just put one piece of foam across the entire back piece, because you can actually get your hand back in that back piece